When I was studying Greek in high school, I ran across an ancient saying from a book called The Works and Days by Hesiod, a Greek farmer from about 500 BC. And it says, if you put a little upon a little, soon it will become a lot.
Mm.
And the example he gave was a farmer who has to move a pile of dung from one part of his barnyard to another. And it's a back-breaking job because the pile is 6 feet high, and he would just break his back if he tried to do it all at once. But instead, he did it for half an hour every day, and within a few weeks, the whole pile was moved, and he didn't feel the strain. But he was meticulous about spending the half hour every day. And there's an example of time management applied to work.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
work.
that's also motivational wise, breaking things down in small steps instead of uh, doing one big thing at a time, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you have a huge task in front of you, like writing your PhD thesis, or writing a novel, or writing a screenplay, the first liberating notion that goes through your mind is, I don't have to do this all at once. What if I just did, you know, in increments? What if I did an hour a day? What if I did 2 hours a day? What if I did 10 pages at a time and then quit? And quitting is the hardest thing to learn, especially for the artistic personality, because artists like to be fully immersed in what they do and they don't like any rules. Um, but they have to impose discipline on themselves. I always urge people to get rid of the notion of the muse because that makes you dependent on some kind of imaginary outside force. You need to be your own muse, and you need to take over the management of your work and time. And so that's the way you deal with something big, is breaking into things that are small. Nobody can sit down and write a novel. You sit down and write a page at a time,
Mm.
and before you know it, if you stick to that, if you're typing 10 pages a day, and that took you 2 hours, you'd have, how long would it take you to type 200 pages? The length of a novel, or twice the length of a screenplay. It wouldn't take you that long. It's
Yeah.
just the persistence that does it.